Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pretty Good Vegan. Today is a very special episode. I'm going to answer viewer questions. You guys know I get a lot of them. As you can tell by my past videos, I get a lot of comments on my videos. Thanks to you guys, my many fans. And so today I compiled a list of some of my favorite ones I've received recently. So thank you so much for submitting those to me. We're just going to get started. So let's go. The first one I received is from Danny B123 on Twitter. And his question is, Heather, how did you get past eating non-vegan foods that you enjoyed once that are not vegan? Danny, I had to read this question about 7 times to really get to the core of what you were asking. So I hope I'm nailing this right, but the answer is, when I'm looking at foods that are not vegan that I once enjoyed, what I do is I picture animals getting violently killed for my enjoyment. Once I have that in my mind, it really sort of takes away the yearning to eat an Arby's beef and cheddar, a McDonald's hamburger, pizza, wings, those sorts of things. So I think violence versus a tasty, delicious sandwich or meal. That's what really does it for me, to be quite honest with you. So I think that's where you were going with it, and that's basically what I do as a vegan. So not sure if that's the best answer, not sure if that's going to be the most popular answer, but there's my answer, Danny B123. Love you, and keep watching. Helen S wants to know, Heather, where do you purchase most of your vegan food? Excellent question, Helen. I actually purchase a lot of my vegan food at our regular grocery store, our local Giant Eagle. By purchase a lot of my food, I mean vegan junk food. Vegans kill me, but I eat a lot of vegan junk food, and you know, as long as I'm not harming animals, it doesn't matter. So there you go. Yes, you can find a lot of vegan frozen meals at a regular grocery store. As for other vegan food, I go to our local Earth Fare, which is a store that's a lot like a Whole Foods, but I just find it more convenient for me. And then I sometimes will head to Whole Foods, but I just find that it's super expensive. And then sometimes I will just purchase some extra things on Amazon.com. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you, Helen, for asking that great question. At Finners on Twitter would like to know, can a vegan eat a hamburger if it has ketchup on it? Finners, this is an age-old question that I've heard thrown around Reddit quite a bit, and I really appreciate you asking me this question. It is a good one. It's a doozy. I've been thinking about this question ever since you tweeted it to me. It's a little bit of a controversy in our circle, but I'm going to have to be honest with you and tell you that I know it's a vegetable. Actually, ketchup, I guess it's a fruit in a sense. Although it seems like it might cancel out the dead animal that's in between the buns, I don't think that it would classify the burger as vegan. So, I mean, that's my opinion on it. You can talk to other vegans. I would suggest you reach out to other vegans on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook. But that's personally my opinion on the matter. I don't think ketchup makes a regular hamburger vegan. That's just me. Thank you for the excellent question. Keep tweeting me, tweet at me, come at me anytime. I did follow you back. You also asked that question, so thanks. In the Heights 216 would like to know, is cheese actually addictive? Absolutely, it's addictive. It has some crazy hormones in it that make it super addictive. And this is probably an unknown fact, but I'm pretty sure that they actually inject crack cocaine into the cheese itself. And that's just rude. So if you are trying to become vegan, what you need to know is that getting off the cheese is pretty much the hardest part. At least that's my personal opinion. So you need to start slowly weaning yourself off of cheese. And I would say the last step in that process is the macaroni and cheese phase. So you're going to step back from the pizza, from the mozzarella sticks, from the Cheese Whiz, and take those baby steps until you finally make it to the Easy Mac. And then that's the hardest step to kind of work your way back from. And then once you make it there, you're just going to have to go cold turkey. And you will go through some serious withdrawal, some shakes, some crying spells, some headaches, some vomiting. I don't know. It's really bad. But it is real. It's legit. So understand that if you are going vegan, it is going to be a painful experience. At least that's what I went through. It's not pretty. And it's only for the hardcore people. And those are people that are awesome and that care about the planet, animals, and kicking ass at life. So it's addictive, but you can make it through. So give it a try. Thank you in the Heights 216. I'm not a doctor, by the way, so none of that was based on any fact. Peapod9090 wants to know, Heather, where do you shop for vegan shoes? I would say that the best place to do that would be online. You can go to DSW, Zappos, Amazon, and filter for vegan footwear. So that's the easiest way to go about it. You can also look for brands like Saucony, Tom's, and Doc Martens if you're into that. They make vegan shoes for sure. But other than that, yeah, just filter for vegan shoe options. There's not many out there. There's so many materials and shoes that are not cruelty-free. So it's pretty hard to find options that are awesome, that are out there for people that love animals. So filter for your vegan shoes, do the best you can do, and good luck. Peapods forever. So Billy Beach 69 at yahoo.com emailed me a question asking about veganism affecting testosterone levels in men. Good question. I'm actually, like I said, not a doctor, and I don't know much about testosterone levels in men. I can tell you, however, that I've had a fair amount of experience with vegan gentlemen, and I do know a fair amount about celebrity vegan men, and there are some very manly men that are vegan. So I don't believe, Billy Beach, that it affects anything in that realm, shall we say. Here are some very manly vegan men. Enjoy. I hope that answered your question, and I wouldn't be scared to become a vegan as a male, because it's only going to make you hotter, it's only going to make you healthier, and it's only going to make you more desirable to women, because you're using your brain and your body for the better. Little underscore Johnny underscore boy underscore 74 wonders, were you born vegan or did some traumatic event make you this way? Johnny, good question. I actually just transitioned over to veganism not too long ago. I actually moved to vegetarianism about 5 years ago and only became a vegan about 6-7 months ago. So there's many traumatic experiences in my life, particularly having a brother that flushed all of my stuffed animals down the toilet. But moving to veganism wasn't brought about by a traumatic experience. Actually, it was. All the PETA videos, I relive those in my head over and over and over and over again. So, little Johnny boy, you're actually right on the money. I'm gonna curl up in the fetal position and rock myself back and forth all night. All right, Syoban, I think it is. I can't pronounce this name. It's like, I don't know, Syoban. I don't know. She is asking a question. She says she travels often. She's wondering if, when traveling, and there are animal products offered as a part of a meal, do I politely decline or do I enjoy as the meal as a part of a cultural experience? Wow. I didn't expect this as a part of the Q&A session. I thought this was going to be more like is your favorite color red, or like, what was your favorite TV show as a child sort of a thing? Syoban, you know that vegans are watching me and judging every move I make, right? So when I answer this question, I could be vilified for my answer, right? So by asking this question, you could have my whole entire YouTube channel taken down by the vegans. And you know what the vegans are capable of, don't you? I'll still answer it. So to be quite honest, I've been in this situation. It is super easy to eat vegan in other countries. And it's even easier when you're traveling and you're visiting friends and you can give them the heads up. And this really applies to any situation at all. As long as you give people a heads up, it's super easy for them to help you. And people want to help you be comfortable. So give friends a heads up and let them know, hey, I'm a vegan. If at all possible, can you help me to, sustain this lifestyle while I'm traveling? And they will do their best. And sometimes it's harder for people to understand. So in those situations, maybe you can't stick to your lifestyle 100% of the time, but you can do your best. So for example, when I was traveling over to Hong Kong, last time I was there, I would eat, the rice as much as I could, and then sometimes I knew like a little fish sauce was slipping into my meal, and I knew it was happening, although I would try to avoid it, but I wasn't going to like completely freak out. You got to do the best you can do. You can't insult everyone and throw a hissy fit and tell them that this meal is completely like ruining your life. You gotta kind of go with the flow. I mean, that's my perspective on it. You might have a different outlook on it. Sometimes you do have to just kind of, like I said, go with the flow, and you have to be grateful for a meal with new friends and new family. So I hope that answered the question. Lady Gaga fan at AOL.com emailed me this question, and it reads, if your name is Megan and you are a vegan, do you pronounce your name Megan or call yourself a vegan for phonic consistency? Next question, at Carly likes to design _a_ a lot, asked me, how do you supplement your nutrition? Do you take actual supplements, or do you just supplement with food? And have you felt more tired since becoming a vegan? Hi, Carly. Okay, actually, I've felt so much more energized after becoming a vegan. Becoming a vegan makes you feel like... And yes, I supplement with a B12 vitamin because B12 is something that as vegans we are lacking when we stop eating meat. And that's the only vitamin really that we lack when we become a vegan. So definitely start taking that if you become a vegan like me. Otherwise, you just have to really make sure you are getting that protein in. But it's super simple. If you're eating your beans, you're eating your greens, rhymed, then you will definitely be getting your protein in. At Sister would like to know, how do you feel about vegans wearing or not wearing animal products like leather? For some sneaking suspicion, I have an idea that you may be related to Cyoban. And I see what you're trying to do here, and I like it. Wow, this question is another very controversial question, and wow, it's a doozy indeed. When there's a period where you are transitioning from non-vegan to vegan, and you have items in your wardrobe that are non-vegan, and you have to decide whether to A, get rid of them, or B, keep them until they wear out. Well, that's a personal decision that you have to make, and it's nobody's decision but your own, in my opinion. So they're there anyway. The damage has already been done, in my opinion. So I have chosen to use these products that I own until their day has done. If you don't like that concept, then you can give away your animal products, like leather, shoes, whatever, belts, or whatever you have in your possession, and let someone else use them. And that's totally fine. But all of these controversial issues, are all personal choices that we all have to make when we become vegan. So I don't think they're anybody's decisions but our own. So thank you for that great question, and I hope I answered it okay. And thank you for putting me on the spot. At busybee495678 would like to know, hi Heather, how do you make felted soap? Busy Bee, vegans don't make felted soap because felted soap is basically just a piece of animal wrapped around a piece of soap. And we don't like that so much. So we don't do that to soap at all. I know Busy Bee a little bit, and I think she's trying to yank my chain on this one. So I see what you're doing. I see you, Busy Bee, and I know where your mind's at. That's all the time I have for questions today. I'll see you guys really soon. Don't flood the comment section with too many questions, but do send me your questions for next Q&A down below. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye. At SoomSoomFan22 would like to know, if you had 3 words to describe yourself, what would they be? I would say quirky, not normal, normal, that's one word, and